So August, I don't know where the month has gone, time has just flown by, but it's been a really good month for Basil, and I feel like we've started to move forward together, and we did our first ever dressage test, which I'm really, really pleased about. It's something that I've been putting off for a while, so actually getting out there and managing to do that was a massive obstacle that I have overcome. And it was our first time in the boards as well, so we've not even done any practicing in the boards, so I was a little bit on edge with that, thinking, oh, is he going to spook or what's going to happen? And when it was my turn to go, obviously I went in and let him have a little sniff at the boards and little plant pots and things, and had a walk around, and I had to just hope for the best that when I was in that arena that he wasn't going to spook. So first test started, and I'd been practicing a little bit but not too much, but I had learnt it in my head, so I made sure that I knew the route for the day, and I had actually visualised it in that arena in my mind as well, because I thought if I can work out what end of the arena it's going to be at and where the circles are and where the markers are going to be, I can really try and play it through my mind. But first test, as we went up to the corner, little spook at the judge's box, but he actually just stopped basically. So obviously I lost a few marks there, but a few times past it and then we were all good. Overall, I was really impressed with how he behaved. I did 2 tests that day, only intros, so just walk and trot, and I was really, really pleased with how he behaved. I thought it went really well. Waiting around for the marks, and I got really crap scores. So I came 5th out of 7th and 9th out of 10. And it was things I already know, obviously draw rein issues from his previous training, behind the vertical, pole too low, things like that. But I felt he actually moved quite well. Underneath me, obviously, yeah, he had his head too behind the vertical, but it is something obviously we're working on. So I was really, really pleased with him, how he behaved, just disappointing on the comments and the marks. A couple of weeks later, we then had another bash at Dressage. This is our second go at it, and again, just 2 intro tests we did. Went to Pickering Grange, which is an amazing venue and a huge outdoor arena, which is absolutely stunning. Really, really lovely venue, and I was the first one up for the day, so yeah, I was the first one to set the benchmark. And again, this time I wasn't so bothered about the boards. He'd obviously seen them now, so we knew that's not an issue. This time there was a car, so rather than a little hut with the judges in, it was a car. So he had to learn to sort of deal with that, which he was fine with. And the first test, he felt a little bit tense, but my focus this time was riding with slightly longer reins, because every time you take a contact, his default, because of his training, is head down and behind the vertical. So I tried to ride him with slightly longer reins and just tried to get him going forward. And although he felt a little bit tense, he did quite a nice test. And again, I was just pleased with how he behaved. So as long as he behaves himself, that's all I can really ask for at this stage. Did the first test, waited around, did the second test. Now the first one was one I've been practicing before and did on my first go at dressage. The second one was a completely new test to me, and I had run through it just once before. So again, I'd learned it in my head, but I hadn't really practiced it very much. So we were going around doing the test. At some points, I actually thought Basil was going to actually jump out of the boards, because I could think he was eyeing things up. There was quite a few sharp turns on circles when I was trying to sort of go round. I thought he's going to go over them, but he didn't, until the last sort of phase. I was thinking, right, come on, one more serpentine and we're basically done. And as we came round back to the start where the entrance hole is, he literally just dipped out, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, we left the arena, so lost a few marks there. But really, really pleased with him overall how he behaved. And again, at this stage, it's just about getting him out, getting him used to the environment, and he behaves so well. I can put him back on the box and leave him on there for a while with his hay. He's absolutely no bother at all. He's actually a real pleasure to take out. So waiting for the results, and eventually got the results, and I couldn't believe it. So I stood there and I had my sheet, and I was watching the lady rummage around in the rosette box, and it said placing 1, and I thought, there's no way that I've won this, there's just no way. Anyway, until she actually gave me a first place rosette, I could not believe it. How have I come first? Like, I couldn't believe it. So I was so pleased with him. So I got a first on the first test and 3rd on the second test, and I was absolutely over the moon with him. He was so well behaved, and yeah, really pleased. And I've actually watched the footage back, and I actually think he looks better than he felt on the day. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. 80% of you guys who are watching haven't hit subscribe. That means you're going to miss out on some amazing content and behind the scenes features. Hit the subscribe button now, followed by the bell, and you'll never miss a beat. And for the rest of August, we've just been doing a bit of schooling, and I've been trying to just get him down the road a little bit, because we've had a few hacking issues, so just trying to do a little bit with that as well, just to try and get him a bit more braver and a bit more over that, until the wind came in over the last week, and the weather's been horrendous, and it's just not worth it. So we've had a few little moments in this school, and even trying to get down to the school, he's like, no thank you, I'm not going in this wind. So he's definitely a fair weather horse. I'm a fair weather rider, so what can you do? But August is gone. I don't know where it's gone, But looking forward to September, so we're going to do another couple of dressage tests. It's Burley Horse Trials, obviously going as a spectator, but really excited for that. And also September marks horses coming in at night time, so it's going to be prepping his stable and preparing for the winter. So it's going to be a busy month, but just going to really focus on trying to get those smaller improvements in his dressage test and in his schooling, and again trying to get him hacking out a bit better from home. So this month's total is expecting it to go up a little bit next month, because I'm now going to have some assistance with Basil when he comes in at night, just some help mucking out because work is getting really busy and I'm just not going to have enough time to spend quality time with him. So the bills are probably going to go up a little bit more, but really enjoying it at the moment, and that's the main thing.